Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, and welcome to our webinar today. My name is Ryan Markham. I am the Director of Open Source Software Sales at Sangoma. And with me today is Rebecca Johnson from VoIP Supply. And together, we are going to talk to you about on-premise solutions offered by Sangoma. As our competitors continue to leave the on-premise space in terms of telephony, we want to make sure that partners and end users out there are aware that Sangoma is still all in on on-premise technology, and we have options for you. So today we're going to cover how we deliver our solutions in the on-premise infrastructure, and we'll cover all sorts of topics. I'm going to start by just introducing Rebecca, and she's going to tell you just a little bit about VoIP Supply and why you should choose to do business with them. Rebecca, hi.
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. Appreciate it. So, VoIP Supply, we are here based in Buffalo, New York, and we sell all over the United States. We are a stocking distributor. We have pretty much all VoIP options you could think of on our website. We have a whole team of VoIP experts here that can help you out with anything that you need. If you want to head to the next slide, Ryan. Thank you. You'll see this is our team. We are a small team of marketing, purchasing, sales, and warehouse, and our engineers. Between the VoIP experts, over 70 years of experience, you'll see, we've been around for a while. We are a leading value-added distributor in the open source VoIP market space with a very highly tenured team. So, like I said, we've got a complete product and service catalog. And if you ever have any questions at all with anything, we have a live chat on our website to get in touch with us immediately. As far as our partner program, we are a distributor for many brands. You get partner pricing. We provide a ton of marketing materials for you. Anything that you need to really help you be prepared to sell, we've got you covered. So you can reach out to any of us here at VoIP Supply, and we can make sure that you're completely covered here to make sure that you've got everything that you need. Logistics wise, I think it's very important to note that 99.9% of everything that it can be shipped the same day. Really, we've got a really amazing warehouse team. Even if it's 5,000 phones, we really can get that shipped out to you. So yeah. And then really lastly, regarding our fulfillment program and our provisioning program, when you're a fulfillment customer with VoIP Supply, you get VoIP Supply with priority service with VoIP Supply, whether it be customer service, RMAs, APIs, access, everything to make the most seamless ordering process possible. And then provisioning wise, even provisioned orders can ship the same day. Even your private label devices, we can ship directly to your customers. So really, we pride ourselves in our provisioning and warehouse teams, and it's anything that we can do to make the process easier for you. So that was just a little bit about us at VoIP Supply. And we're happy to do this webinar today, partnering up with Sangoma to give you as much information as possible. We're going to throw this webinar up on our YouTube channel on VoIP Supply. And keep your eye out on emails too, because we will send you a recording as well. Any Q&A, any questions, put in the Q&A button or the chat box. We're happy to answer anything that you got. So I will pass this back off to you, Ryan.
Great. Thanks, Rebecca. Just a note for, as far as VoIP Supply goes, it's awesome having VoIP Supply as a distributor for Sangoma products. As she mentioned, they're amazing about shipping orders, not just really, really quickly, but literally same day. And having really knowledgeable reps is kind of a key thing, I think, as well. A lot of times with distribution, you may be calling somebody and you get somebody who's no more valuable than being able to regurgitate a price in exchange for a part number, whereas VoIP Supply has a sales team, an engineering team, a support team that really understands our product stack, and they can really add value by being able to help build those solutions out for you. So getting into the agenda today, we are going to first cover open source. It's kind of the heart and soul of the premise-based solutions here at Sangoma. So we'll talk a little bit about Asterisk and Free PBX, and then I will cover and introduce PB Exact to you, which is our commercial version of Free PBX. We'll talk specifically about the hospitality vertical and the solutions that we have to offer for being able to provide phone systems to hotels that can integrate and interop with their PMS systems. We have all sorts of options for legacy PSTN connectivity, which is oftentimes something that needs to be considered, even in the world that's shifting towards SIP, particularly for someone who's looking at something on premise. They may have some analog lines or PRIs for whatever reason that they need to keep in place, and we have options for that. We will talk about Sangoma's IP phones that we design and manufacture specifically for our Free PBX and PB Exact solution, as well as soft phones and SIP trunking. Again, if you have questions as they come up, feel free to put those in the chat bubble. If you want to wait until the end, that's great too, and we'll cover those as we get to the end. Starting with the open source portfolio, we have Asterisk and Free PBX. And Asterisk is really the open source developers toolkit. It's kind of the heart and soul of the PBX, or the engine under the hood of the car that's really kind of doing all of the work behind the scenes. This is a widely deployed open source telephony solution used in just tons of different applications around the world, largely telephony being the biggest one. And Sangoma is the corporate sponsor of both the open source Asterisk project as well as the Free PBX project. So we spend millions of dollars a year in the development of these resources, and ultimately being open source, at the end of the day, we give them away for free. And how we capture and generate money off of that is through different software add-ons, support packages, servers, SIP trunking, phones, all that sort of stuff that we manufacture ourselves, as well as support for third party. And so Free PBX really started out as nothing more than a GUI configurator for Asterisk, and it's evolved into this full-fledged solution that offers a lot of UCaaS features right out of the box. And it is really the world's most downloaded and deployed open source phone system software. It's free like a puppy. So anybody has the ability to go to freepbx.org and follow our guides on how to install the operating system and run an install script to compile all of the repositories for Asterisk and Free PBX. And ultimately, you can have a very powerful phone system at no charge. But then you've got decisions to make from there, right? So you need to decide, am I going to put this on a physical server? Is it going to go in the cloud? What kind of phones am I going to need? SIP trunking, all of that sort of stuff. So the phone system itself is free, and then there's other options there that we're going to cover today, flesh that out more and make it more of a production phone system for this environment. I mentioned lots of features included with Free PBX out of the box. So we give you the ability to generate as many extensions on Free PBX as you want. We will support up to 2,000 extensions on a single Free PBX instance. We include voicemail with that. We include the ability for you to create queues, ring groups, call recording, full call detail history, call parking, paging and intercom. All of these are features that are just going to be included with Free PBX out of the box. With paging and intercom, particularly helpful for schools, and schools are almost always looking to deploy an on-premise type of solution. So we can support paging through IP phones, existing analog paging infrastructure, SIP IP speaker endpoints. And we offer even the ability through one of our commercial modules to do scheduled pages, or you can prepend pages with tones. So like in the example of a school system, you can do a bell tone scheduled as a page at the top of every hour to replace a costly bell system for a school. Call recording, we support this out of the box at no charge, and we offer extremely granular control of call recording. So you can choose to record all inbound calls only, outbound only. You can drill it right down to, I only want to record calls on this particular extension, or maybe you want the ability to stop and start dynamically call recording while on a call. We give you the ability to do that as well out of the box at no charge. As far as call reporting goes, we have a few different ways that you can do call reporting inside of free PBX. The CDR or call detail report module will give you a breakdown of all calls. And we have a commercial module called CDR Pro that will give you this kind of graphical display showing as calls come in, total calls, inbound, outbound, drill it down to the extension, the queue. And if there's a particular report that you're interested in, you have the ability to schedule that report, build a template, and have that process automated. We don't charge for a warm spare configuration, so you can have 2 free PBX instances in geo-redundant locations, and you can essentially have your secondary server pull down a backup from the primary server and restore onto itself all of the configs. So if you have a hardware failure or a WAN failure at your primary site, you can very easily have everybody up and running again as up to date as your most recent backup was with a warm spare configuration. And we offer a commercial module called Advanced Recovery that expands on this concept. And Advanced Recovery will automate that failover process. It will monitor asterisk, free PBX, your database, your trunks. And if it determines that there's any sort of an issue with any of those, we will auto swing the trunks and endpoints over to the secondary PBX. And that triggers a notification to the system admin letting them know that it failed down, so you can immediately begin looking into what happened and resolving that, minimizing downtime here. We have a built-in VPN client inside the PBX, so this is helpful for phones that do support VPN, which the Sangoma IP phones do. So if you do have remote phones to the PBX, you don't have to worry about poking holes in your firewall for that. They can connect over VPN for secure registration and not needing to worry about opening up those ports to the world. I've mentioned a couple times that we have add-ons or commercial modules that we sell for free PBX. So we sell modules in either 1-year or 25-year licenses, and we sell them a la carte as well as in bundles. And really, commercial modules will either expand on an existing feature set within the phone system. And what I mean by that is, like with call parking, for example, we support call parking on free PBX out of the box, but we sell a module called Parking Pro. And what Parking Pro does is it enables you to have multiple parking lots, and it gives you a park and announce feature. So it'll announce to you where the call was parked and that a call was parked in that particular parking lot. So that's an example of a module that kind of expands on an existing feature set that's in there. As well, we offer modules that provide features that are just not going to be included out of the box. An example of that would be soft phones. So no soft phones are going to be included with free PBX out of the box, but you can license soft phones. And we sell those in either single user licenses or 20 user license packs. And those are, that particular one is available as a 1-year module. PB Exact now is our commercial version of free PBX. So PB Exact is the exact same operating system, SQL database, free PBX software stack, all of that at the core. So it's got all the benefits of open source technology under the hood. But some of the key differentiators for it are we license extensions on PBExact. We include almost all of the commercial modules that we sell a la carte for free PBX out of the box with PBExact. So you get a much more feature-rich version of it. And we also offer commercial support entitlement for PBExact, where you can get a service level agreement for guaranteed response times from tech support. And lastly, we do module pinning and version control on PBExact. So you can rest assured that if an update becomes available on PBExact for either a module or the framework, that has gone through a rigorous QA process, and our team has determined it to be stable and bug-free. Whereas on free PBX, if you do know exactly what you're doing, or maybe you don't know exactly what you're doing, you have the ability to upgrade your modules or framework into something that would be edge mode or beta mode, possibly something that you wouldn't necessarily want to upgrade to on a production phone system. You don't have to worry about that with PBExact. You can set auto updates and know that we've gone through that process, and what you're upgrading to is the best version and the one that you should be running. So some of the benefits for PBExact, just to reiterate, you can get that commercial support entitlement and you have the ability to do scheduled updates on it. PBExact is extremely scalable. Just like free PBX, we can go up to 2,000 extensions on that. It works incredibly well for multi-site, so you can have either individual PBXs at each site that are talking to each other for extension to extension dialing, or if you've got a company that's got, say, 20 sites, you could run one large PBX at one of their locations and have that warm spare at a geo-redundant location, and everybody's registered to that main primary PBX with the ability to fail down. And then we're going to include almost all of those commercial modules, including soft phones, which is a huge value driver in today's world for every extension on PBExact. Some of the key features are going to be the inclusion of those commercial modules. So every feature that is included with free PBX is of course included with PBExact, but we also add in and layer in a lot of additional key features from the commercial module offering that we have, that we sell a la carte for free PBX. So soft phones, CRM integration, the Park Pro module that I mentioned, class of service, extension routing, a lot of the commercial modules that are really kind of the most popular ones are what we're just going to include out of the box with PBExact. And I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but CRM Link is a great one. So you have the ability to auto log calls and attach recordings into your CRM, as well as get call pops from your CRM with that module. Of course, the soft phones module, which we will talk about and I'll show you later, that includes the license, and it's an extension license, and it gives you or your users the ability to deploy our soft phone on their mobile devices as well as their desktop devices as well. So no charge to have that soft phone on either client. As far as deployment for PBExact, it's extremely versatile. So we do sell our own dedicated purpose-built appliances that we support. You can get servers from Sangoma that are designed to support anywhere from up to 25 users in a small little box that's not even a 1U rack. You can wall mount it or just put it on a shelf, all the way up to 2,000 users on a purpose-built supported server that we sell, and the software comes preloaded with that. You also have the ability to do PBExact as a software-only implementation. So you buy perpetual software licensing from us, and you can put that on your own virtual machine or your own dedicated physical servers. You can use it to kind of roll your own cloud with it. And lastly, we do have a fully managed cloud offering for PBExact as well. So If you have users that are on PBExact on-prem and at some point they do want to move to the cloud, we've got a seamless migration module that will take a backup of all their existing prem and move it right up into our cloud. We see a lot of this happening, particularly if somebody's had a PBExact for a long time and they have an issue with the server and they're kind of ready to move to the cloud, but they've got a backup. They don't want to wait 4 days for a new server and somebody to get it out there. We can have them up and running on cloud same day that they had something happen where they were in a down system situation. Those physical appliances that I mentioned, here's exactly what that little System 25 looks like, all the way on up to a System 1200. These all come with a 1-year warranty, and we do give you the ability to extend that warranty out up to 3 years for a total of 4. One of the things I like about our warranty on this is if there's an issue with a motherboard or one of the drives on there, we are not going to send you a replacement motherboard or a replacement SSD. We're going to send you a new server if there's a problem with it, which is really, really nice. And we support not only the software, but we will support the hardware when you buy our physical servers as well. Software only, so this is that option where you could roll your own cloud or put it in existing virtual machines. If you've already made the investment or you have servers laying around, you have the ability to do that. We charge a $450 base fee for the PBExact software and then $8 per physical extension. That's a one-time cost. It's not $8 per month. It's not $8 per year. It's $8 per physical extension, and that's a 25-year license. And our support contract, which includes a 24/7 down system SLA, is just $3 per user per year to get you that commercial support entitlement. You have the ability to easily convert any existing free PBX into a PBExact in place as well. We've got a simplified process in our Sangoma portal for that I'll show you. PBExact offers what we call basic mode, giving you the ability to kind of simplify the dashboard for setting up your phone system into, really kind of the simple steps of creating your extensions, build your IVR, configure your inbound routes, choose your music on hold, create the ring groups, set your time conditions, provision your endpoints. And most of the time, that's going to get a business at least 90% of the way, if not 100% of the way, to what they're looking for in terms of configuring their phone system. Then we also offer advanced mode, which is going to expose significantly more options for configuring all of those additional modules that we include with PBExact as well. As far as ordering PBExact software only licensing, it's a super simple process inside of our portal. We walk you through a management wizard where you tell us you want to buy the software, how many users you want, and it takes you through a step-by-step wizard to choose your support contract. If you want additional support time or a remote installation, walks you right through it. Very simple process. And then it's as simple as you install free PBX on the machine that you want to run PBExact on and run a single command from SSH to convert that free PBX into the PBExact that you purchased from us. So hospitality solutions, this is a vertical that is really interesting. There are thousands of hotels in North America, and they're required by law to have a phone in every single room. And it's an expense that hotels have that is something where they used to be able to generate money from the phones in the rooms, and now it's kind of the opposite for them. So they're looking for solutions to replace aging legacy equipment to keep them compliant with E911, as well as provide some integration into their PMS systems that they have. We have the ability with free PBX or PBExact through a module called the Brain Box to interop with every hotel PMS software that's out there. And that offers the syncing, essentially, of information that's taken from the PMS to the PBX and back the other way. So we get the guest information on It enables class of service for the room, can wipe voicemail out for the room. Housekeeping can use feature codes from the phones in the room to change the status in the PMS from dirty occupied to clean vacant. And that BrainBox module has PMS integrations that are certified with Hilton, certified with Oracle, as well as some of the other PMS software that's out there for like Choice Hotels, Marriott Hotels. And we can even do emulation of a Mitel or a Hitachi for serial and IP ports as well. Sangoma IP phones. So we do offer our own IP phones. Being open source and standards based, kind of one of the nice things about FreePBX and PBExact is if somebody's using IP phones that are not proprietary, chances are they're going to work perfectly fine with our phone system, and you have the ability to go and sell them a solution without asking them to make a big CapEx purchase to buy new phones. If that's not the case, or if they're looking for new phones anyway, our phones are standards based as well, but they're specifically designed for interop within FreePBX and PBExact. We include a commercial module called Endpoint Manager, which allows for you to easily build templates and map buttons on the phones through the GUI of the phone system. And then when you push that out, the phones will pull down their config from Endpoint Manager. It writes the config file out for them, and the phones will auto provision. So ours support extremely easy redirection service with auto provisioning. So when you buy your phones from VoIP Supply, they'll give you your MAC addresses on invoice, and you can immediately go into our portal and point those MACs to your IP address or fully qualified domain of where your FreePBX or PBExact is going to be. And then when they can drop ship them directly to your customers, and they just simply plug them in. And when they power them on, the phones will pull down their configs and they'll be provisioned and ready to go. So no need to manually log into the GUI of each phone to provision it. And we have offerings everywhere from the entry level, simple 2-button phone designed kind of to sit on a teacher's desk in a classroom for under $100, all the way up to the executive touchscreen display phones and lots of options in between there. Built right into our IP phones are phone applications that are native, so they don't have to remember complex feature codes to do something like park a call. They can simply hit the call parking button to park a call. Same with transferring to a voicemail, even logging in and out of queues, or being able to view who is logged in and out of queues directly from the face of the phone, as well as hot desking and visual voicemail. Soft phones. So I mentioned we sell soft phones as a commercial module for FreePBX, or it's included with every user on PBExact. Our desktop client is called Sangoma Phone. This application gives you the ability to do everything from view your full call history to visual voicemail, call parking. We have BLF, so you can pull from an internal contact list inside the phone system and display internal contacts, being able to see the status of those users, as well as if they're on a call, not on a call, or in a ringing state. So there's a solid green light bar that shows up next to somebody's name to indicate if they are currently on a call. If you're in Do Not Disturb, it's going to show that presence on there. And then if someone's in a ringing state, that green light is going to blink next to their name. Call parking on here is super simple. So again, you don't have to use feature codes. You can simply click the parking button when you're on a call on the desktop soft phone to park it. And alternatively, if you're trying to retrieve a parked call, you can click the parking button and it's going to show you the caller ID name and number of the person who's parked there, who parked them, how long they've been waiting for, and give you that option to dynamically record that call when you pick it up as well. We support call pops, so URL pops that you can set for whatever you like. So you can do a caller ID name lookup on the inbound for any calls in there, or even potentially get that to work with your CRM. If you are using SIP trunking by Sangoma, which is a product called SipStation that we'll talk about, we support SMS and MMS inside of our soft phone clients. So you can send and receive text messages, as well as MMS being picture text messages. So you can share the media files through there as well. Uh, this is something that is baked directly into desktop as well as mobile. And again, supported if you are using our SIP trunk client. If you are using queues, we have a queues application built directly into the desktop softphone client, so you can get real-time queue statistics as far as how many calls have been taken, missed, abandoned, average wait time. You can see which agents are logged into a particular queue. As well, through permissions, you have the ability to do a monitor, whisper, or barge on queue calls as well. So monitor would be just like you're listening into that conversation as if you were on the call but on mute. They can't hear you, but you can hear them. Whisper would be the person on your team can hear everything you're saying, but the caller on the far end cannot hear you. So if you're doing some training or coaching, helping somebody out with a call, teaching them and helping them to answer questions, a useful tool for that. And then Barge is essentially, I'm going to turn this directly into a conference call. Sangoma Talk is the name of our mobile client. We support clients for both Android and iOS. This is the easiest provisioning of a mobile soft phone client that I have seen. We simply send an invite out from the phone system via email to the users. The users then click on a magic deep link in their email, and that auto provisions the softphone client for them. So there is no need for usernames and passwords or passing SIP credentials or QR codes. One click through the deep link, registered, ready to go. Just like with the desktop client, we support SMS and MMS inside those mobile clients if you're using our SIP trunking product. So that SipStation SIP trunking product is a premium SIP offering that we have, and we offer SIP trunks for as low as $19.99 per month, and that gets you unlimited minutes of usage. There's a fair cap usage on that of 3,000 minutes per month, but it does enable SMS and MMS. And when you use SipStation, we give you a license key inside your SipStation dashboard that you copy and paste into the SipStation module inside your free PBX or PBExact, and that will auto register the SIP trunks in there for you, start setting up the inbound routes and bringing the DIDs over for you. So registering the SIP trunks is a breeze. And this does have full support entitlement. We are E911 and stir shake and compliant, and you have the ability to turn on or turn off international calling, as well as you have the ability to configure fail down options for if for whatever reason we're trying to send you calls and we can't reach you, we can send calls to a different DID. It could be a cell number, it could be a PBX that is at a different location that might not be having an internet issue at that time. And then Fax Station is our faxing solution that's tied in with SipStation, but doesn't have to be. This is actually a standalone offering, and you have the ability to send and receive faxes with FaxStation through either an eFax portal, or we sell devices that function like ATAs, but it's not an ATA, so we don't have to do T38 negotiation. We actually do an SSH or an SSL data transfer to our data center and send those faxes out over real copper. It's a HIPAA compliant solution, and we bill this based on total number of pages per month. So it's $20 per month for up to 3,000 pages, and we don't care how many users or locations you have. It all just comes down to how many total pages do you need. That PSTN connectivity, Sangoma actually got started in 1984 building PSTN cards. So we've been doing that for a long time. We do it extremely well. All of our cards come with a lifetime warranty. These are just going to plug directly into your physical servers, and we have the ability to support up to 24 FXO or FXS ports on a card, as well as up to 16 T1E1J1 ports for PRI connectivity. We see a little bit less of this now, but there are definitely still use cases for people who are using the PSTN and need to connect analog or digital lines into their PBX. And again, these cards have been around for a long time, and we put a lifetime warranty on a reason because they just work. Uh, Alternatively to a card that goes into the back of your physical server, we offer gateways for PSTN connectivity as well. We can do up to 50 FXS on a single chassis for your analog telephones or your fax machines for FXS connectivity. And we have 4 and 8 port options for the FXS as well as FXO also. And for the T1 or PRI gateways, we can do up to 4 PRIs on the Vega 400G. Those actually have the ability to be configured in HA as well. So you can have 2 Vega 400G gateways connected via RJ45 cables. So if you have a power failure on one, you don't have to have somebody go and move the T1 lines to the other one. It's just going to automatically run your T1s into that secondary 400G server. We also offer session border controllers. We offer these as bare metal servers as well as SBC software that you can run virtually. So session border controller is really just a robust VoIP firewall. It has the ability for you to essentially keep the malicious traffic at the edge of your network and filter it out there versus letting it come into your network and having your either corporate firewall or firewall that we have built inside of the PBX filter out that traffic, as well as they can be used in carrier applications for soft switches and handing off traffic, fraud protection, choke points for demarcation, and we have full availability to set up the SBCs in high availability as well. We do have a partner program for free PBX and PBExact. Our partner program offers you the ability to get discounts on all of our hardware, software, support, training, SIP trunking, and cloud services, as well as access to early product releases, dedicated sales reps and sales engineers to help with building out your solutions for you. I like to think that free PBX and PBExact, with the features that we have and the versatility that we have from a deployment perspective, is a good fit for any business. But where we really strive and do incredibly well are kind of in these verticals of K-12 and education, local government, hospitality, retail, and medical. So these are kind of the bread and butter types of verticals that you can go after with our premise-based solutions here. And I mentioned doing business with us for that partner program. You can get the discounts on all that sort of stuff. We have demo kits available to you so you can really familiarize yourself, your sales team, your support team with the products, and partners get access to deal registration and deal protection as well. When you partner with us, you have the ability to access the whole product stack. You don't have to choose, I want to be a free PBX partner versus a PBExact partner, or a premise partner versus a cloud partner. If you're in our partner program, you're our partner. It means that you have the ability to access all of our products. So free PBX, PBExact, phones, SIP trunking, cloud, hardware, software, support. You get discounts and support from us on all of this. All right, that's going to bring me to the end of everything that I had planned to share today. Let's take a look and see if we have any questions. If I haven't already answered it, or if you have questions now, we're happy to take a look at some of those.
Ryan, you must have covered everything in your presentation. I don't see any questions right now. But if anyone does have any questions now or in the future, even when you're reviewing this recording, you can email Ryan there, and my email is there as well.
Okay, great. Yeah, I don't see any questions either. So thank you everyone for your time today. And if you do have questions that you think of at any point, there's my contact info. There's Rebecca's. We're happy to help. Thanks so much.
Fantastic. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Okay, have a great day.
Bye.